A1 Vacuums and Sewings. Vacuum and Sewings live stream for Thursday, July 14th.
Oh my God, it's July 14th. It's so fast. Life is so fast. Don't you? I feel like it was just
July 4th.
Yeah. Yeah. So Sage was here, and Sage tripped on 4th of July. And
why are you sharing Sage's stuff?
Because it has to do with time. Anyways, she tripped and poor Sage landed on her face. And it looked like...
It was okay. Her face broke her fall.
Her face broke her fall. But, I mean, it looked like, yeah.
We had a neighbor's son who fell off a second story of a parking structure and landed on his face.
And when I saw him, he looked fine. But my whole point of this story is, why are you telling that?
Well, A, I'm not naming any names.
Mine has a point.
And B, I'm gonna make a point. I'm gonna make a point too, in that when I told
it was my turn. It was my turn to tell
neurosurgeon
a story, and my
buddy,
turn to make a point.
Well, this is pertinent.
Okay, well, just go away.
When I was talking to my climbing buddy, who's a neurosurgeon, about the fact that I couldn't believe this kid fell off a parking structure and landed on his face and then was fine. He goes, you know what's amazing, Patrick, is the face is this incredible cushion.
Which I would never guess.
And I go, really?
There's not that much there.
I go, really? He goes, it's the back of the head. When people fall on the back of the head, when they really do all this brain damage. Not to say that you can't really mess yourself up hitting your face.
So the moral of the story is, if you are falling and you're going to catch it with your head, make sure you do catch it with the face. But my whole point of this story was, we saw Sage yesterday and she looked perfect. And I felt like, because it happened 4th of July, I thought it was just 2 days ago. And I couldn't believe, I thought about the time and I was like, oh my goodness, it's been almost a week it's been over a week. It was 9 days. And I couldn't believe that time had gone by so fast.
Hey.
That is my whole point. Patrick's left. I wanted to talk to you about a class that's up on the calendar, but Michelle's not here either. She's coming. So let me grab the things. And I'm really, really close to the poinsettia class, where that's going to go up, and that is going to be happening 3rd week in August. And then the other class, I was working on all this stuff. I went and got out my little labels to see what I would have for you ladies. And so that'll go up probably beginning of August. Just waiting for all my stuff. Here's Miss Michelle.
Hello, everyone. So, new class.
Yes.
The purpose of this class is so that you get to use a lot of the features that are on your machine that you probably never used before.
Yeah, and it was originally meant to be multi-needle mastery, and then we thought, why don't we do it we'll do one, there's going to be one for multi-needle.
Multi-needle. This involves a feature that's on the machine, so not all machines have it, and that is the automatic applique feature. So, this is project number 1, where you're going to use your letters to create a key fob or a tag or something, but you're also going to be using the dashes in your lettering to create the space for the auto applique to go around to make a tap. So that's number 1. Look at that cute little heart.
So how perfect, right now we're in summertime or school's coming up and you want to label and tag everyone's luggage or their lunchbox, or just, it's fun to make. Yeah. I used to do these with my kids when they were younger and their friends would come over, and I would just go, okay, let's everyone make a tag, and I would have them come to my machine and I'd be like, pick your font. They'd go ahead and each kid would pick their font. We'd use the camera, we'd lay it down, and then we'd stitch it out, and it was super fun. And everyone's tag would be different.
Yeah. And everyone's tag will be different in this class too, because I am recycling all of my leftover scraps of vinyl. So all the kits are different, but the kits will also include to do like one tag that you can use to do on like hang on your scissors or hang on.
So this is going to be, so there's going to be two different things.
Two
because
projects.
there's another feature in the machine that you're going to be using.
Yes,
I don't
and
even know
that's
what it's called. Do you know what it's called?
Duplication is what I call it. What do you call it? Multiplication?
I've never called it
Duplication?
anything because I don't know what it's called.
And that's the ability to make a whole hoop full. Now, we're not going to make a whole hoop full of these in class, but it's to create one design and then multiply it to where it fills your entire hoop. So, and yet, that's a great way.
So this is, you're not going to do this in class, but this is like, I use that feature and I've shown it to some of you. And it's a way that you can make multiples evenly spaced, and literally you do it in like, you touch a couple
second,
of,
couple
of buttons.
Great for retreats. If you're going on a retreat, if you're going on
a
sewing trip, if you're going on any trip, and you want people to leave your stuff alone. So these are two, and then so we'll use either one of the. This is one of the built-in shapes. All of these are. This is a built-in shape, and then this is the built-in applique feature. So there's going to be one class called Multi-Needle Mastery, creating fobs. Key fobs and tags on your machine, and then the other one is just called creating key fobs and tags on your machine, and that is for Solaris, Luminaire, Dream, Destiny, Stellar, Altair, Meridian, and that's it, I think.
Yeah, it's got to be.
You have to have the applique feature.
Yeah, there's the applique feature that you're going to be using.
The instant applique. So, and in the kits are, they're going to love this, but before I show you this, you have to promise. I'm going to make a really sad, icky, squashed up face if you say, where did you get your vinyl? Because I had 3 suitcases leftover pieces of vinyl, and that's where these kits came from. So in the kit is going to be the vinyl that you need for the front and the back, the 2 of the key things, 1 heart, 1 flower, and snaps for the snap tabs.
So it's going to have these. I mean, how cute are these? I didn't even, where do you even get those? So you get them from Michelle.
Secret stash.
So, and you'll make a file where you're going to do this and have multiples, like you'll have a ton of them, but are they only going to stitch out one?
Yes, you're just going to stitch out your name, though, because that's the one that uses the most features, and then you'll create the other tags, and then we'll duplicate it. So you'll save it as an individual file, and you'll save it as a duplicated file. You will have enough vinyl to do one of the tags. I keep forgetting it's
that's
backwards.
Cute, Mickey. It's
got Mickey and blacks. Then they don't all have that. Some of them just have, and there's no picking, honey, unless you want to come in and pick it out yourself.
Yeah, you can come in if you want to grab it.
I did make additional kits, so there will be extras. They are all random pieces of vinyl. They're all big enough to do one of the circles and one of your names. So if you want extra kits, there's also a link that you can purchase extra kits. Again, there's no pickies. You just get what you get. It's all random. But
unless you come in.
Unless you come in.
And then you can pick whatever you want.
If you come in, you can pick the ones you want.
So you were saying that there's one multi-needle mastery class,
yes.
And then the other class?
It's just called Creating Key Fobs on Your Machine, and it specifies in the class ad on the website that for what machines it'll work with. So it's Stellar, Altair, Meridian.
And is it up?
Yes,
awesome.
It's up. So if you're not fast on the keyboard, you got to be faster on the keyboard. But no, you don't have to be fast on your keyboard. If it sells out, I'll do another one. Trust me, I have 3 suitcases full of leftover scraps. Anything that's a certain size, I don't throw away. And you know how it is. You can't keep buying stuff till you purge some of the other stuff.
Oh, I know.
And a lot of this still goes back to when I worked for Brother. I found these when I was looking for something else. Aren't they? They're so cute.
Yeah, they're super, super cute.
But anyway, I can't tell you where they came from. It's a mystery at this point. That brain cell was purged a long time ago.
So, and then we are almost ready. Well, we'll talk about it when it's ready. I keep talking about stuff when it's not up yet.
But this is up.
Yeah, that's up, so you can go ahead and sign. And do you know when the class is?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask me that. I did write it down. It's in, I It's in July. I want
End
to
of
say.
July?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's like end of July. Well, we are the middle. I want to say it's like in 2 weeks, the last week in July.
Okay.
It might be next week, but I don't think
Nice.
so.
That is wrong. You buy. Debbie says, yeah, just buy a bigger tub.
You know, Debbie, my suitcases were pretty big, and there's 3 of them. They are definitely bigger than a plastic tub, and it's time. It's time. It's just time to get, because there's some amazing new stuff out, and I always like, oh, I want, and I'm like, oh, I have no room, and it's like, it's the deal I make with the devil every time fabric comes out, I guess. But
yeah, Michelle's good at purging too.
I am.
So she's just ready, and when you're ready, it's you got to strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah, I always look for, and I think this is good for you all as well, is looking for a project that utilizes scraps, otherwise known as a scrap buster.
We should do like a
Ooh, that would be a good sew-along.
yeah.
That would be really
Yeah,
good
and
sew-along.
ladies, you know that the sew-along's going on. The challenge
Yes.
is going on. So I hope that you are participating. I saw Michelle posted a little picture.
A snippet, yes, and it's coming along. It's so cool. It looks so good. I never really say that because I'm like, yeah, I could do something better or something like that. I never really think that anything I do is that amazing, but this is pretty amazing.
Oh, it'll be so cute.
This is pretty amazing.
I don't know if I'm going to have time to participate, but in my head, I was like, oh, I could do like an in the hoop bag, and then I could do an embroidery. I could pre-quilt the fabric with an embroidery quilting design.
Yes.
And then I was like, I could throw on like an adorable Kimberbell design. And I was
Yes.
like, oh, that's 3. I had to come up with one more, but that would be easy. You could just quilt something on the other side or put in a different embroidery design on the other side. But I was thinking about, I woke up this morning going, I need to order more. I need more shopping bags for this. You know, you have these thoughts.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking about the sew-along and thinking about like how much fun. I could just look at like the quilts we have
but you
here.
facilitate all the fun. So it's, you don't have enough. She's your fun facilitator.
You're a party planner.
Your party planner. And Debbie,
I've always been the party planner with
we
with
don't
my
want to
friends.
talk about I have more than yours because those 3 suitcases are just my vinyl scraps. I have a storage unit that I pay for my fabric. So bring it.
Yeah, because if you go to Michelle's sewing room, it's like so neat and tidy and
It's
organized.
very organized,
And
yeah.
it does not, it's like mine, I'm like shoving stuff in the shelves,
Yeah.
like looking for more space. I've been thinking about Patrick's space and how I can take over his space. And I know you ladies think the same thing. Because I know you have your room, and then you have the guest room that you've taken over, and then part of the dining room.
Yeah, I just have one
and-
room.
Yeah.
Which is why I won't give up my storage unit.
She's very compact, and like everything is so organized. And
It's
you
labeled.
Go,
Everything's labeled, and
Wow,
it goes back in its little spot.
but
which
there's-
is very unlike me, but it has to be that way. So the storage unit I got actually when I worked for Brother because I had to save all those boxes, right?
Yeah.
And John's like, well, you don't need the storage unit anymore, right? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. He's like, he has no idea what's in there. And it's mainly tubs of fabric.
how big is it?
It's just tiny. It's one of the
Yeah.
smallest ones,
Yeah,
So
but
it's like
still.
out of sight, out of mind, It's still extra space when I need it.
I just know I would never use it because it would demotivate me to have to go off my home site to go and get something. I think I would just forget
But
it was there.
some ladies try to hide what they buy. It's like, oh, this thing, I had this fabric forever. Or the lady that used to throw quilts over the top of her multi-needle so her husband wouldn't figure out that there was another machine underneath there. I don't have to do that. And the storage unit is very close to my house. It's in a nice, it's a nice facility.
Yeah.
And it's easy to get to. And
Yeah.
it actually facilitates planning,
Yes.
which is always good. Sometimes I'm very, let's just do it now. And yeah.
The more room you give me.
Yeah, Adam does not need any more space, Darby. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah. What do the boys need this space for? I told Patrick his space is the wonderful, great outdoors.
Yes.
Look how much space you
Oh,
have.
John always says, oh, there's not even a drawer in the kitchen for me. I'm like, what are you going to put in it?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I just want a drawer. It's like, well, tell me what you're going to put in it. Why do you need a drawer in the kitchen?
But when you're ladies like us, you need space.
All
It's
consumable
just-
space.
Yeah,
Yes.
it just takes up room, and a lot of us aren't just sewists and quilters and piecers. When I talk to you ladies, we all do other things too. So I know you scrapbook and you jewelry make and you knit and you do all sorts of other things. So yes, it's always a battle.
It is space.
So we just wanted to talk about that class that's going to be coming up, and it should be up on the calendar, and you can go ahead and get signed up for that. And Stephanie, I will check out those new designs, the Halloween ones. It's that time of year.
It is.
OESD starts putting out their Halloween. They'll put out their new gingerbread house. They'll put out all of that stuff, and we'll do pre-orders for all of that. So thank you for reminding me. I will go ahead and check it out and see what is out there, and we'll start showing off some of that stuff. It's time for freestanding lace. So, you know, I know it's hard to say that because it's still so hot out, but it's July, and as you can see, the time flies, and before you know it.
I can't even believe it. I told John, it's like we have to turn the barbecue on once. We've been so busy with our town and everything else. It's like, I want to barbecue once before Labor Day.
I know. So, Betty, you are so funny because every time I think about that back table right there, I know Betty's going to notice something on there. And there's really, you know what? I'm going to do another sew along. I don't know if you ladies have seen this product yet.
Jeannie always finds the best stuff.
You know, I don't find anything. You guys find the stuff, and then you tell me about it. And like, for instance, the French roses, that pattern's been around for years, I think.
Oh, that one's really pretty. I'm really excited about that one, too.
But these are in, I think they may be on the website at the deal of the day price. I didn't want to totally put it up yet because I need a sample. I need a sample to show you.
Do you want me to do one? I'll do one.
Somebody's bringing it in. And then
perfect.
I'm going to be using, I already brought my stuff home. I'm going to be using Cup of Cheer. Because you know Cup of Cheer has that amazing panel with the squares.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen these are those hot trivet and pot holders. And Violet put them on the website. I don't know if it's a draft or if it's active yet, but they're in 2 different sizes. So there's a large and there's a small. So there's a silicone part right here that goes over your fabric. So the Cup of Cheer panels are super cute, and they're all these squares. I'm so not good at working with panels. I'm like, I love it.
Panels, though.
It depends on the panel, right?
Great.
Some of the panels, I really like whole cloth because then you just like quilt on top of it.
Those are great for baby quilts and quick gifts.
Yeah. So for the square one, I was like, what do I do? And they had some pictures. I looked on Pinterest for what to do with the Cup of Cheer panel. And then I was like, oh my God, this will be perfect because then you can put each square behind here. It'll be a great gift to give away for Christmas. So I'm really looking forward to making those. Nancy Brickers was the one who showed me her sample. I was like, I love it. I absolutely love it. And I've never seen it, and I know these have been around for a while. So we're going to do this. And I think what we're going to do is just like, you know how we did bowl cozies as a free sew along? We're going to do this as a free sew along. So you're just going to have to get the pattern, get your fabric, whatever you want to use for it. And then we'll have a day where we just stitch them up together. I don't think it's a very long project. But again, really fun project and a great project to give away. Because we're makers, and you can't keep everything that you make when you're a maker because you're constantly making.
This looks, for those of you that do craft shows around the holidays, this looks like it would be a great offering for a craft show. And given I'm looking at the size of it, that it would probably be a pretty good scrap buster too.
Need anything Halloween? Are you asking me if I need anything? Are you telling me we need to get more for Halloween, Miss Cheryl? Because I just checked.
Well, you know, that's my favorite holiday. So Jeannie's got you ordered some Halloween stuff.
I did.
Yeah.
I got some really cute stuff from Modem. We're going to have a quilt that we're going to be making. Gail Cram. and that's really cute. And I ordered it, so we'll do it as a class, as a sew-along, as something. So you better get all your gardening and traveling out of your system because we're going to have classes. It's going to be time to sit down and sew.
And a lot of them need to finish classes they're currently in.
Yeah.
Those need to finish up.
And we love stuff from your gardens.
Yes, we do.
Yes,
yes, we do. If you have way too many tomatoes, We're here.
Yeah.
If
If
you
you
have
had
way
too
too
many
many veggies,
cucumbers or zucchini, we're here.
Yep. Zucchini's great on the barbecue.
I just don't like gardening.
I don't. Yeah.
That's the one thing I want to love to plant, and I want to love to work in the garden, but I
don't.
And
so I don't either.
And Patrick keeps saying that when we retire, he's going to garden.
That's fine.
But I've never seen him plant a thing. And so I'm still finding it hard to believe.
Having dirt under my fingernails, it drives me crazy. So even if I put gloves on.
Joyce, don't say that. It's here.
Broomhilda?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay,
Ooh.
Joyce. Yes. Why don't we? Okay. Yes, Joyce. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I'm going to change the subject right now. Patrick, did you have anything to cover? What's that noise?
I'm not moving.
Do you have anything to cover? Well, ladies, I think where are we with service and stuff?
With Alex back, I'd say we're a week
Alex
out.
is back. He doesn't feel well. Be gentle with him. But did you say we're a week out?
Roughly, yes.
I think we're probably a week out. Sewing machines and vacuums. We're catching up. Kai's been okay. If you have a vacuum and you want it serviced,
With coverage.
what Patrick? I go, how's Kai doing? Because Kai's been working back
Yeah,
there.
he's been working hard back there.
And Patrick says he's painfully slow, but he's doing a great job. And Kai loves his cleaning projects.
He does love to clean, yeah.
So he brought out number one. I've been getting packages from Amazon because he has his Amazon account linked to my account. And so yesterday or the 2 days ago, what showed up was a laptop cleaner, and it's a little OXO. Is it OXO? Is that the brand?
Yes.
That they do like kitchen products and things like that. So it was an OXO, and I was like, that thing is cool. I need that. And it had a micro, like a little duster brush for your keyboard part. And then if you pushed it the other way, then it had this microfiber thing to clean up your screen. So that showed up, and then there was something else. But my whole point is, he brings out the vacuums and he's like, Mom, look at this. Like he has spent like an hour just like wiping it down and cleaning. So if you'd like to come in and have your vacuum detailed by Kai, this is the time to do it this summer.
Yeah, it's like having your car detailed, I guess.
He's amazing. But I'm like, Kai, like that doesn't mean, come on. Let's like do a good job.
Wax
but,
on, wax off.
An hour. So, Darby, Patrick will call you about that. I think he was talking to somebody about that. And I think that's it. I don't have anything else to talk about. You good? All right. We're going to get to work. Have a great day. Be productive.
Bye, everyone.
Be creative. Make something amazing. And we will see you tomorrow.
Get going
Bye, guys.
on those those sew along projects, because the month is flying by.
It's already half over. There's a $100 prize. I know you could come in here and blow that in like 2 minutes. And look around your sewing room. Just grab some patterns that have been sitting there that are begging to be used, and just get to work. And we will see you later.
I'll throw an idea out there. A lot of you have old quilting patterns that you could probably convert to do on your scan and cut. That could be a good project. Just saying.
For sewing?
Yeah, for sewing.
Yeah.
There you go.
Get
Just
some
saying.
sewing things done. And Betty,
Throw